Okay,
so
tell me what it is.
Max and I were laying in bed, right? Fully clothed. And
Really?
Yes. And we both put our legs up and we faced butt to butt and we mirrored whole. So I was wondering like if anyone else does that. We're just like, you know,
connection?
Yeah, just like, are you really that close to your partner if you've never mirrored holes?
So that's what
mirror holes
that's counter holing. It's a bit niche. We're gonna each think of a word, any word in the entire world, and then we have to end up getting to the same word.
Ooh.
So I start with blue and you say fucking rabbit. Well, I would say fucking blue bunny ice cream or something like that. Like,
well,
and we have to end up saying, but like one word or one hyphenated word.
Okay.
You
So
know?
I'm not like trying to find your word.
The first word's gonna be random.
Whatever.
Like,
And then at some point we're gonna come closer together.
yes.
Okay.
So each time we say a word, we then want to get closer. So like, I don't know, I saw this one where it was like literally someone said like blue and the other person said moon, and then they both said beer.
Oh, okay.
So like we're trying to
A word association
say the
game.
same word. We're trying to say the same word.
A word association.
Ah,
I've played many.
Austin, would you like to be included?
No, I'm okay, thanks.
All right.
Yeah, it's even harder with like 3 or 4 people.
Well,
But I'd like to think we're kind of in sync. So
I was
maybe
gonna say I think this will be a really quick game. Let me think of.
I know I can't. But my problem is I can't even think of my first word. Nope, got it.
Okay.
Maybe Austin counts us in.
3, 2, 1.
Flamingo.
Pink.
What do I do? No.
I don't get it.
We've got to say it at the same time.
You didn't tell me that. How am I supposed to fucking know that? I thought we went like one after the other.
No.
All right.
No.
So
Sorry.
we go at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. Try again.
My fault. Yeah, we say the word at the same time. And then we keep saying words to try to end up saying the same word.
All right, ready?
You get it? Mm-hmm. No? Mm-hmm. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Flamingo. Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Bird.
Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1.
Ostrich.
3, 2, 1.
Flamingo. We're so in sync.
Okay, rocking back and forth. Okay, bird and flamingo.
We can't say those anymore?
No, but we both said, technically we both said flamingo and I said bird twice, but that's because I couldn't think of anything. Bird and flamingo. Okay,
I'm ready.
come on.
3, 2, 1.
Crow.
Pink.
I was just thinking of other birds.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Cardinal.
No, foul.
Let's go with cardinal and crow. How about-
All right. Okay. Can it be a two-worded word thing? Like
Sure.
a blue jay?
That's one word, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
3, 3, 2, 1.
Blue jay.
Should we start from scratch?
Can we get out of birds?
Yeah,
I'm done with birds.
I actually don't know any more birds.
No, I really. Oh,
Okay.
All right.
I'm
Now
gonna
all I can
just-
think about is birds.
We actually only speak of birds.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yep, me too.
3, 2, 1.
Mirror.
Ooh. 3, 2, 1.
Green.
Clothes. Totally swap.
Wait, sorry. I said green. No.
Yeah, you said
I said green. You said
Clothes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
St.
Shrek.
Patrick's Day.
Good. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Shamrock.
We're just Poppy.
Okay, Shamrock and movie. It's the only one I'll know.
Shamrock and movie. Shamrock and movie.
I think this is a movie.
Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1. Luck of the Irish.
Yes!
God, we are so in
in
sync. I knew this would be a quick game.
That took like 5 minutes.
We basically gave them to okay, this is the only movie I'll know. Oh, wow, we're good.
But yeah, that's my little game that I thought.
I think maybe we should start every episode with it.
Yeah,
And we're only going to get better and better.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
we're
harder
already
than it
really
looks
good.
when I see other people do it. It was a lot harder, but I think that's because I was like, I couldn't think.
I couldn't think of anything.
No.
You're like, it could be any word in the world. And I hate being put on the spot. Brought me back to cold calls.
In academia.
In academia. It said academia. Welcome back. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I'm Laurel.
Still don't know their own.
And I'm Abby.
And this is
A Bit Niche.
Welcome back, friends.
Welcome to our show.
Welcome down the rabbit hole.
Welcome to Wonderland.
Wonderland.
Guess what movie we're doing?
Oh, Mr. Rabbit.
Yes.
Mr. Rabbit.
Yes. On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Alice in Wonderland.
I didn't know what we were doing on there.
On 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Alice in Wonderland. That's the movie we're talking about today.
Clearly.
Why? Because Bratz is not available in America.
Yeah. Abby, look. I think we've watched one or two movie. Just one, right? Moulin Rouge.
Yeah. I think, wasn't there another one about like sex work or something that I had seen before? What are the movies
Hustlers?
you've seen?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know about sex work.
Maybe it was just Moulin
Pretty Woman,
Rouge.
you haven't seen.
No. That's about a sex worker?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Famously.
Not to me.
Okay. Well, then I'm not sure what sex
I don't know.
movie
I
you're
thought
watching.
I've done 2 movies that I had known, but that's obviously not the case.
Yeah. So this was
It's
going to be
just the
one of the
sex work
movies
one.
that Abby had seen and I hadn't, which is the Bratz movie.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't allowed to play with Bratz as a kid because they're a little too slutty. And so I was really excited for that. But it's apparently been banned in the United States.
It has to be. It is available nowhere. I even looked on like Facebook Marketplace and like used websites for the DVD copy of it, and I could not find it. Like,
Yeah.
It's
And we
nowhere
didn't
to
have
be
enough
found.
time to go like
Yeah.
to
thrift
half,
stores and
half price books
see if we
and-
could find it.
Yeah.
So we had to do a pivot. Luckily, we can pivot quick.
No. Put us on a pivot and we'll pivot really quick.
Tables have turned. The tables have turned.
Flavor Flav. So then we thought Alice in Wonderland, obviously.
Duh.
The next logical step. But
Right.
we do have a reason why we chose it.
Yes, absolutely.
Tell them, Abby.
Am I telling? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, this week is my birthday week.
Happy a very, very happy birthday to you.
Yes, and this month is my birthday month, and birthdays are very, very, very special to me, as people know. Most people know.
And now
Anyways.
you know.
And now you know. Now our fans know
Our fans know.
that we love birthdays. We have a
You
lot of
can send
birthdays.
gifts to... We'll bleep
Anyways,
that out.
yeah, absolutely. So
Maybe we should get a P.O. box for gifts.
we do need a PO box. They've got to be inexpensive.
Right.
Tax write-off.
I'm sure. Yeah. Right?
Brilliant plan.
You're the
Let's
tax
add it to the note. Yeah. So birthday celebration this week, and also are we
Are you doing it?
mentioning this?
Austin, you get on the mic too because this involves you.
Yeah.
Snacked.
On 3. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
We're moving.
You're gonna say where you're moving. On On three.
Just, we're moving.
On three. 1, 2, 3.
We're moving to New York City. Manhattan,
or maybe
possibly
Brooklyn.
Do you guys want to try one more time, or you think?
I think that was executed
Okay.
perfectly.
All right.
Austin and I are moving to New York City in the middle of July. We're going to be taking a month off and traveling in Peru, then coming back, getting all of our stuff situated, and leaving Milwaukee and leaving Laurel. And we're very sad about it, but obviously very excited. So,
we're all torn up.
So,
Yeah.
this week is birthday week and our going away party. And we've thought long and hard about themes. Well, Laurel and I have thought long and hard about themes. And one party that I wanted to throw when we first moved to our house, which I feel like we can say is on
Yeah.
Alice Street, like you're not going to come find us, is Alice in Wonderland. Well, then it was about a month ago where I was like, we could do that for this. Laurel and I are sitting down, we're summiting, we're party planning, we're doing our thing.
We have at least a quarterly summit where we
Yeah.
talk through parties, we talk through the podcast,
Yes.
life events.
Exactly. Yeah. All with a theme, of course. And Alice in Wonderland obviously came up. Here's the thing. Laurel starts throwing out ideas, and I break it to her that I actually haven't seen Alice in Wonderland.
Which, look, if she had just told me she hadn't seen it, just, out of context, I'd be like, okay, that makes sense. It's Abby. But the fact that she first says, I want to have an Alice in Wonderland themed party, I was like, okay, that makes sense. So I start throwing out references. If you know Alice in Wonderland, you can make a reference out of literally everything in the film. So I'm throwing out like, oh, we could do this and we could do that. And she was like,
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, so listen. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So when we pivoted, we thought, okay, I think maybe we should watch it.
Yes, because it gives me time to finally watch it and then start our party planning. And I'm sure we'll probably be bulldozing you with content this week for that said party. I think bulldozing you, what is that, funny?
Bulldozing is crazy.
We're gonna take a wrecking ball to your feed with content.
I'll drive you.
And then we post like one
One
thing.
thing, yeah.
Look, we have full-time jobs. It's
No,
really hard to
literally.
stay on top of it.
Like, please be viewing this entire thing and then maybe we can stop. But anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're 90%. After this, I'm probably 100% sure that it'll be Alice in Wonderland themed. My dad seems to have some, no, I know. Now I'm confident, but Austin actually hasn't said anything. Not that he really cares, but my dad has a lot of good themed ideas and he's really trying to get me to go with different themes.
Yeah, but he's gonna say something like a dad theme.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good. They're fun. But
The Gladiator.
was that one of his themes?
No.
That
'cause
was
that's
a movie
incredible.
request. Of
Movie
his
requests, yeah.
to do the Gladiator. You guys do
Gladiator
the
2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We did get that a few times. Like, I'm sure they're really good themes, but I don't know that he has the same vision that
No,
we do for our party.
Yes. He's seen this vision, but he's not up here.
Right.
So completely agree with you. I think, as you'll see in a few days on my birthday, May 15th, and my unbirthday on May 17th / going away party, it's Alice in Wonderland themed, and that's the movie we're doing today.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything else for...
I don't think so for intro. Any housekeeping, Austin?
Nope.
No.
All right, then.
Should we see what I thought this dang movie would be about?
What did Abby think Alice in Wonderland would be about?
Okay. Alice in Wonderland. I think this is the first one personally that is a little tough that I haven't seen it. Most of the other movies we've watched, well, I really actually don't care that I haven't seen this one either, but they're like, who watches that? But like Alice in Wonderland, I kind of know it's like obviously a classic and a shock that I haven't watched it. And there's a plethora of Disney movies that I have yet to watch. So I'm excited to finally watch this one, especially since, as we will be talking about later, we are probably having a Alice in Wonderland themed birthday party. So I as Laura suggested, probably should watch the movie prior to. Also, a message just popped up on my screen that said, from Laurel, that said, you'll probably actually hate it. Which is what I've heard. She said it's a little slow. And I think I generally know the plot just from, like, common sense and, like, it being obviously a very famous movie. Little Alice, she is a curious little girl, and she stumbles down the rabbit hole and goes into this, like, topsy-turvy world, Wonderland. And, I mean, like, stuff happens. She learned some lessons. I don't really know. And she makes a lot of friends, I know, because there's, like, other, like, very fun characters and things like that.
Name one.
Oh my god, I actually can. White Rabbit, Mad Hatter, Queen of Hearts.
The Queen of Hearts.
The cat. And that's it. Yep, there's teacups as well. Anyways, yeah, I feel like what I know is, like, I should probably do some psychedelics. I've never done psychedelics, but I feel like that would be a fun experience. So maybe I'll go do that. I'm obviously kidding. Anyways, I'm not thinking I'm going to love it, but I'm going to love the vibes, and I'm probably going to have a themed party on it. So let's watch it. Oh, as we heard, I think I did a good job with that. Obviously, I knew the general premise and story of Alice in Wonderland. Little girl falls down a rabbit hole. Crazy stuff happens. The one thing I was very surprised by, though, is I didn't know that there was songs. I didn't know there was numbers. I didn't
it's
know
fully
that.
a musical.
Like, I knew that, like, you know, I'm late for a very important date. And I had heard that song as, like, a jingle, and there's also a killer remix. I'm gonna really try to find it. But yeah, I didn't know there was all of those fun little songs, so that definitely made me enjoy it more.
Yeah, and almost all of them are bangers, man.
They are really good.
I mean, we'll talk about it, but they started playing Of Cabbages and Kings, and I'm just absolutely busting down, bust down,
Boots down,
Boots house,
Cabbage.
slay my mind.
What kind of summer did you say it is?
Oh, it's a Cabbages and King summer. So, like,
Duh.
did you see how Charlie XCX at
Yes.
at Coachella, and she was like, maybe we're done with Brat Summer. Maybe it's
this
time
summer.
for,
It's
and then
this
she put up
summer.
like all her friends and like different things that she likes. So that's us, Cabbages and King Summer.
Get on board.
Austin, can we put up a graphic here that's flashing Cabbages and Kings? Just
Here's the
all
thing.
background?
He's not the video guy.
Abby, can we go ahead and put that up here? You think?
We sure can. Yep,
All right,
I can make that
awesome.
happen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, what if we do a Cabbages and Kings remaster, Austin?
Yeah.
But it's like in the style of Charlie XCX.
Yes.
How fun would that be?
Party on you, party on you.
All right, so stay tuned. We'll be back in the stew.
Stew. Very
Austin, I
soon,
hope
very
you have a lot of
soon.
time on your hands.
We don't.
Nope.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so well, tell me if you liked it, because
Yeah.
we both watched it at the same time last night, and the second it came on, I just got super excited because I haven't seen this in so long, and I saw it a lot when I was little, and it's very nostalgic, and I was like, oh my god, I saw it. And then I was like, Abby might hate it, because I couldn't tell if I was excited because it's good or excited because it was just so nostalgic to me. So go ahead, break my heart.
Yeah, no, I loved it. And I think it was good that you prefaced beforehand that, like, it's a little slow. Like, it's hard. I don't know, like, if slow, it's just
By,
yeah,
by like 2025 standards, like,
it's
kids don't have the attention span for 1960
correct.
cartoons.
Absolutely, yeah. So it is a little slower of her, like, bopping through meat and everyone. So I think going in with that, knowing that's how it was going to be, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was so fun. I thought it was so cute. I wrote down so many notes. Like, all the little characters were so fun, and I loved it.
That just warms my heart
Yeah.
so much. It's so fun.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's so colorful, and like
Yes.
every little thing is just like,
Yeah.
oh, I want that.
Yeah,
like I
the
want to be
de-
that.
The details of it, I think, are just like so incredible. And then I like think about the fact that it like what came out in 1951 or whatever it was, and like
yeah.
just like how much like thought and
To every little
time
detail.
that went into all of those like little creative elements. It's so fun, and it's not like there's just she's on this journey with like yes, the White Rabbit here is there by her side the entire time. Well, not by her side actually,
Well,
but
she's following this
there,
rabbit.
following the rabbit. But there's so many other characters, and I
So
just love
many.
it. Like
Yes.
there's so many fun things, and they're like completely different vibes, and all of it. I loved it.
Yeah. As we were watching last night, me and Max were every single time that like a different character would come up, be like, oh my God, I forgot how much I love this one. Like at the Alice in Wonderland party, I'm going to come dressed as this. Like something super, super niche. You'd be
Yes.
like, do you even know Wonderland? And it's just like old Mama Oyster specifically.
Yeah, I was writing down. I had a page for my pod notes, and then a page for like birthday and going away party notes. And in that page, one full of stuff, but it's also super, super, super niche references. That I'm like,
is this
I've
gonna
seen this
hit?
once. A lot of people probably haven't seen it, and probably no one's gonna understand.
I think a lot of
But-
people have seen it.
Yeah, I agree. I think most people have seen it. It's just whether they like remember those little niche things. But I think the vibe we're going for is whimsy, magic,
Precisely.
Wonderland, you know?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're not really going to go through the whole plot like we usually
God.
do for this one because the plot's all over the place and like you guys know the story.
Right.
So-
Well, yeah, and like essentially like the characters. The characters.
The characters are what really brings it to life.
Yeah.
So I think we should just maybe run through some of the notes we wrote down because we probably both wrote down some pretty funny stuff while watching, and then just see where the convo takes us.
Yeah. I'll start with just going down the rabbit hole. So the rabbit hole was something I obviously knew happened, how Alice gets to Wonderland or whatever, or down under. What?
She gets down under
Oh, yeah, that's obviously wrong.
to Wonderland.
Yeah, to Wonderland. Okay. And
Those are the two options: either Wonderland or down under.
Crikey.
Wait, did you see that Robert Irwin is going to be on Dancing with the Stars? We've talked about- Did you see his campaign?
That was so good.
Guys,
So
that
good.
was like a little too much.
Too much.
Too much for me to
And
look at
not
in public.
enough.
That's what I mean. Like, you can't be showing me that like on your public platform.
Austin, are you looking it up?
Oh.
He will later.
Yeah, he will. But it's just like, I can't be scrolling through that when I'm in public.
Yeah. It was,
I will
It was.
shit my pants.
It was wild.
In
It was
public.
wild.
It's so good. So anyways,
good. I
that was
shit my pants.
it was so good. I shot
Yeah.
myself
Yes, down
over
under,
Robert Irwin.
as everyone does.
Everyone will on Dancing with the Stars. Okay, so
Oh
sorry,
my
I
god,
think-
yeah, he's gonna win easily.
Oh, 100%.
If he doesn't, I'll-
Bindi was really good too.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Bindi the Jungle Girl. I fucking loved that show.
I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bindi the Jungle Girl.
Someone will get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. I think that was it with Down Under.
Rabbit hole. First thing I write down is that, again, I'm thinking party. I'm thinking this. I said, we need to get, those little tubes that animals run through.
Oh, 100% I
we
do.
need to get one of those and force everyone to crawl on their hands and their knees into the party. 'Cause
Okay.
how else are we going to make the hole,
I 100% agree. You're having some family members come to this party. Will everyone
Get
be,
on all fours.
Do you think they will be, is everyone of sound mind and body?
No. No one is, in fact.
Awesome. Well, then we'll lube them up. We'll push them through. We've got a lot of Vaseline.
Get on down that rabbit hole.
We'll put Max on door duty, and he'll say, "Look, I got this giant tub of Vaseline. If you want to get in there, we're gonna have to slather this on you."
Because you actually have to go through this dog tunnel to get inside.
Yeah, he's just slapping Vaseline on your family members.
Perfect.
I think,
So, yeah,
okay,
that's-
great. So check.
down the rabbit hole.
Check.
And I guess the first like run-in she has is with the doorknob.
Yeah.
Love the doorknob. Also, obviously gonna have to create a fucking doorknob.
So
So you don't like the doorknob. I'm taking my subject back of liking the doorknob
Okay.
because I like all the characters, but when we get to the root of the doorknob, he's like a little skeevy and he's kind of just trying to drug Alice.
See, okay.
So I do like him.
See, that's like,
Besides
you like
the
him.
drugging.
That's the thing, because every single character in this, you like, oh, I want to like them because they're cute and they're
Yes.
like really
They're fun and they're silly and
charming.
yeah.
But once she got down to the doorknob, I realized, wait a minute, this whole movie is just everyone being an asshole to Alice.
Yeah.
Everyone's just a dick. Like, he has her drink or eat the thing. She gets really small and he's like, oops, I forgot to tell you, I'm locked. And the key's up there. Like, what a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing too, I do want to mention at the very outset, my first note. Do you know what the transatlantic accent is?
No.
Okay, so from what I understand, this is like the kind of made up accent that they made back in the day in like the golden ages of Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
So if you notice like how Alice spoke and you know where it's like, oh, but it's like almost British but not.
So my first note is, of course, she talks all breathy like that.
Exactly. And like even the mom's like, oh, recite your lessons. You
Yes.
know? So I think
Hated the
that's
mom.
going to be, oh yeah, fuck her. But that's actually going to be my newest personality trait is I'm going to master the transatlantic accent.
Love that for you.
Yes.
I think you've got it down already.
Well, that's what Max said. He was like, you got a strong base. And I think that's true. I think I just need to take a few classes.
yeah.
and
We're
I'll be all
always
right.
looking to take classes.
We're always up for a class.
Yeah.
Are we going to stick through the whole program? Probably
No,
not, but
no,
we will go
no.
to a class or two, CEG ballet.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we mastered that one pretty quick.
Yes,
But
we sure did.
anyways, any more thoughts on Doorknob?
Not really, just that like Alice is kind of full of shit because she gets through the rabbit hole. She's not even like tiny yet and she already wants to go home. So it's just
Yeah.
like, don't tell me you're dreaming of Wonderland and like you want to get out of this mundane thing and 5 seconds in you already want to go home.
See, I didn't like pick up on her want to go home. She really wanted the rabbit. Like, she wanted to see what was down. I had a part where I wrote where I was like, this is the first time she audibly questioned it. I thought she was like very, very, very curious the entire time.
She was curious for sure. But the second she got small, she was like, now how am I going to get home?
Yeah.
So it's just like, you just got here.
Just got-
Maybe ride this one out. I don't
Yeah.
know. Or maybe
And
like
she
turn
does.
around. She does. She sure does.
She gets in the little bottle and then she's floating on her tears
Yeah.
and she goes to Dodo and Friends.
Yeah, I think I wrote down Big Dick Dodo because that's just the energy he gives off.
Absolutely. I mean, he's like riding on another bird
Yeah.
and like.
He's got another bird as like the propeller.
Yeah.
And like he picks up the fire.
Yes.
This guy, yeah, Big Dick Dodo for sure.
Yeah. I literally wrote just about nothing for him.
All I had is
loved him.
Big Dick
Just
Dodo.
Dodo and Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
He is running Wonderland. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to have an official position of power, but when people see him, they follow him.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
A charismatic leader of the cult, some might say.
Oh, I sensed it.
Yeah. So, Big Dick Dodo for sure.
Yeah.
And then, you know, let me know your thoughts on Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Ooh.
We talked a little bit about this off camera.
Yeah.
So you kind of know my thoughts, but I want to know your thoughts.
Yeah. So the first thing, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, come on camera. Come on camera. Come on the screen. And I didn't know that this is where those names came from. Is it where
Really?
those names came
Yes,
from?
ma'am.
Yeah. So like, you know, people used to call me and Lily, my best friend, Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
And you didn't know?
I did not know that
Did
was
she
from
know?
Alice in Wonderland. I'm guessing not. I
Okay.
haven't asked her though, but probably not. I didn't know that they were originated from this film. So that was my first thought. I was like, oh no way. That's where that's from. And then I thought that these two fuckers look like Austin and Tanner. Insert picture of Tweedledee and Tweedledum themselves here.
That's her husband and her brother-in-law.
Yes, yeah. I was annoyed by them because Alice at that point is still very curious. She's explaining to them and they're just like getting in her way. And then she mentions how she's just like, she's curious what the White Rabbit is up to. And they specifically say to her like, oh, well, the oysters were curious too. And like, that's a very sad story. And while I love that they told the story because I loved the oyster story and the little oysters, they didn't need to like kill her vibe like that. Like,
Yeah.
it was just,
Yeah, I must say, you know, having not seen this for so long, I thought like, oh yeah, like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, like they're cute, like the imagery is cute and you see whatever. And then I watched them this time and I was like, honestly, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Like, they're freaks. They're freaks. Alice, this little girl, is down there lost, but she's trying to get somewhere. And I always thought that Tweedledee and Tweedledum were like children. You look at them, they're like 50-year-old men. They're predators.
yeah, they should be children, but they were not.
Right. Why are
Looking
they
like
in
that.
her way? They're not letting her pass. They're like, Max was like their every like douchebag in a bar. Like, hey baby, where you going? Like, let me just tell you this story real quick.
Yeah. No,
I
you don't
hate
want
them.
that. Don't go over there. Don't go to that bar. Stay right here.
Yeah, stay right here. Sit right down. Let us tell you something. Like,
The oyster.
oh, okay, but we do gotta talk about the oysters. This is my
I loved those
favorite
little guys.
favorite. So the oyster story is the cutest thing, but
Yes.
also like really morbid and sad.
Yeah.
I do forget that all the babies get murdered.
Yeah, unfortunately, it took me probably a little bit too much time to realize
What
what,
they're
was
trying to
going to
do.
happen to the oysters. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, these oysters are so cute. Oh my God, they're getting the oysters. It didn't, not until they brought the oysters in the house and I see this man like turning on a pot to make some broth or something.
Yeah.
That I'm like,
Oh,
no,
they're going to eat them.
Killing the them and
babies.
eating them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it took me a little bit too long. Yeah, it was definitely sad there.
Yeah. Well, because the whole time you're like, oh, this is really cute. And they're like singing this song that slaps Cabbages and Kings. It's a Cabbages and Kings summer.
Yeah.
And then you're like, this looks a little nefarious. Like, what are they? Why are they shutting Mama Clam's, Grandma Clam's clam shell? Why are they shutting her clam?
They're always shutting our clams.
They be shutting clams. And then like, oh shit, they're going to manipulate these kids and then murder them.
Yeah.
And they do.
They did.
Yeah. And Walrus eats all of them.
I know. And like, why the carpenter got really mad
Because he wanted to eat
some too, because he
Yeah.
was like preparing the bread and the broth and
Yeah.
all of that. So then he was just mad because he didn't get to eat some too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Well,
an odd
and-
pair, the walrus and the carpenter.
They are an odd pair. And Walrus ate them just like fully raw.
Fully raw, yeah.
And alive.
He raw dogged those oysters. Okay, one thing that I did think was like really weird, and again, there's like so many little weird details in this movie, but it was just kind of like one that stuck out is when they like show the little oysters sitting there, there's a calendar in the back, and it's the month of March.
Yeah, the R.
The R
What does that mean?
goes like crazy and gets like big and red, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I knew there was gonna be so many like weird little niche little insider things with this movie, and so I had to look that one up. And okay, so the R in the word March on like Mother Oyster's calendars, it alludes to the old adage about only eating oysters in a month with an R in its name. So that I guess was some old like thing that people used to say is you should only eat oysters in months that have R in its name, because months without R, May, June, July, August, are summer months, and oysters wouldn't keep due to the heat prior to refrigeration.
Okay, so that's like
So,
a
like,
very
what?
niche. That's deep.
Yeah,
That is deep.
I was just like, why the fuck is the R like that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I thought about that. I was like,
Yeah.
what am I missing here?
yeah, it's just
You
like a
know?
bunch of weird things like that. So
Yeah.
that was one I definitely had to look up.
But that's a really cool little tidbit.
yeah.
I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, so now I think we really do need to talk about the rabbit's house. The rabbit's house, I have
Yes.
always wanted this house. This is my dream house.
So cute.
All of his furniture, he's got those the little eat-me's. But also, why does he have those if they like make you grow and shrink and stuff?
for guests.
Forget.
Hospitality.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just always loved his little house.
Yeah,
And then,
it's
of course,
cute.
Alice comes in and ruins it.
Yeah.
But then Big Dick Dodo comes back.
Not before Chimney Sweet Lizard.
Is that right? No, he's back. He's there, but he can't figure it out. And then he's like, we need a ladder.
Yes, and then they go get
Bill
Dodo.
comes. Yeah.
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 Is Bill the lizard?
Yep.
Chimney Sweet Lizard? Yeah. Who I have to mention him. We can't skip over because I think Max, when I saw this little
Yes.
lizard, I said, that is fucking Max.
See, that's exactly what we
going
said
to grab
too.
the damn ladder.
Yep.
And Dodo.
And he's just this little like. So that's Max.
With his little like chimney sweep hat.
Yep. He's, oh, governor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can sweep your chimney. Yeah, no, I said Bill has my whole heart. And Bill is peak cartoon shit.
Yes.
Because, like, you see him go up there, he's like, you know, like all the, like, stereotypical cartoon shit.
Yeah.
Like, he runs away and then they, like, grab his tail and he just runs back up.
Yeah.
That's cartoon. That's
yeah.
cartoon.
That's cartoon for you. And okay, during this, she ate one of those things. She's the fucking size of the house. She is the house. This is when we see White Rabbit again. He has his clown collar on. He's changed fits. He's got like the card thing going on. And I scream. I'm writing feverishly. And I said, not once, not twice, but 3 times our clown collars have came in handy. So the next time someone tries to look at our Amazon purchases or look at our thrifting habits, we will bring them back to this moment.
These have already paid for themselves 8 times over.
Yes. When we tried to procure a balance beam this weekend and we were questioning it, we shouldn't have questioned it.
Do you think it's still available?
Probably. I'll look it up right now.
All right, fair enough. I do also have some vintage movie theater seats in the trunk of my car.
Correct. That's literally the sky's the limit with them.
I have such a vision. I need to share that with you.
Yeah,
after.
sky's the limit.
And we need to figure out when we're shooting that sequence.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so that's all I have on Rabbit House, unless you have more. I was going to talk about the flowers.
Yes, flowers.
When I tell you, I screamed because I remember always loving these flowers.
Yeah.
And I saw all of them as mothering, slay. But then White Rose came on. I was up. I was screaming. They had absolutely no business making this White Rose so cunt.
Yes, ethereal.
She's got water droplets. She's on the tulips and the pawpaw. Like she,
So good.
I've never seen anything more mother in my life.
Mother. You better work.
You better work. We could have a whole drag ball based on the flowers.
Yes. Drag ball.
Based on the garden. Click, clack, click,
Got it
clack.
in there.
Pretend
it says
Oh, it says it. Yeah, do you have thoughts?
Oh, a lot. So I didn't know what was going to be my favorite. I had seen, because again, I had looked up like props and decorations for Alice in Wonderland themed parties. So I had seen people try to create the flowers. I didn't know there was going to be that many varieties, that they were going to literally, like you said, slay so hard. I think that the flowers, and it's hard for me to pick favorites because I think I put it down 2 to 3 more times that I said that this section was my favorite. But overall, I think that the flowers are my absolute favorite.
Like the little tulips.
The tulips were literally amazing. I fucking love tulips. Golden Afternoon, the song that they all sung, was amazing. Like, I loved when they were like, oh, we're going to sing a song about tulips. We're going to sing the song about this and this. No.
How about
Golden Afternoon? It's about all of us. And just like, they were just so fun, and the like things, the other like details around it, like the dog and caterpillars,
Yes.
the bread and butterflies, the like rocking horsefly, all of that is just so much fucking fun and whimsy, and I just like love it. Barking dandelions, there's actually no way that a sober person ever thought of that.
No.
Austin was extremely confused.
It's
by
a
that
lot.
one.
It is a lot.
And yeah, one other thing, or no, a couple other things. Sorry, Alice is a little bit trash at singing.
Yeah, it's not great, but we also got to remember she's like maybe 10 years old.
Yeah.
So we got to give her some leeway, but I love that she like her voice cracks and they're all like
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Oh man.
oh my god. I'll tell you what though, I do hate the pansies. They're supposed to be kids, I think.
Yes.
And they're like pretty bitchy.
Yeah.
And then they all turn on her so quick.
Yeah, but then what's the flower that like is like, I think she's pretty?
Oh, look. Quiet, bud.
Yeah.
It's a rosebud.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was
we
like,
need
it
to
was
add
a little
that
small one.
to the song to mix.
Yes.
I think she's pretty. Quiet, bud.
One other thing, or my last thing for the flowers, besides being utterly obsessed with them, and I can't wait to like just recreate that in party format, is I think it's one of the quotes that I had kind of seen beforehand. And all of the quotes that are like famous from this movie or that I had heard before aren't actually what is said in the movie. So
Yeah.
like there's one that I've seen on some things where it's talking about like, oh, what kind of flower are you? Like, you must be a wildflower. And then like Alice says something about being a wildflower. And like she doesn't do that. They like
No.
they ask her, what kind of garden are you from? And then she's like, a garden? Like, what? And then they do say like, oh, well,
she
you must be a wildflower. Which I do just kind of like love that. And I just know like the millennials and just older
Oh,
than
you
that,
know
like
there's so
white
many
women
tattoos
are
with
like
this shit.
literally,
Yeah.
inked on their body. And like, go
As they
off.
should.
Go off.
Yeah.
Because I know people are like obviously obsessed with this, and I was trying hard to strike a balance of like knowing that that's like, I'm like, yes, a
You're like, oh my
wildflower.
god, I love that so
Yes,
much. I'm
and
posting
being
that
like,
on my story.
yes,
and being
exactly.
like, that's the cringiest shit
ever.
You know every Disney adult is doing this.
Yes, exactly. So it was a very, very hard balance. But yeah, I'm going to try to see exactly what the quote was online because it was definitely more like thought through. And this happens a couple times, I'll mention. And so I didn't know if they were like quotes from the modern movie, from the book you mentioned maybe, or if people just took it and ran with it. But yeah, I fucking loved those flowers.
Yeah.
They
they're incredible.
were my favorite.
Agreed. Okay, so then, Caterpillar.
Yeah.
Is it racist?
Oh, that caterpillar.
Yeah.
Yes. Hookah Man is what I said
Oh,
his name
for
was.
sure, for sure.
That was the craziest shit ever. One,
He's a dick.
It's like,
Is it racist?
it's because
if you have to question it, it probably is,
yeah.
right?
And like, as soon as I saw, I was like, what the fuck is happening? This guy's like blowing AEIOUs, like blowing O's. Like blowing O's, ripping a fucking hookah. And then I saw his like vibe and I was like,
like,
yeah,
no.
I know what they're
Yeah.
trying to do with this.
Yeah.
So definitely I completely agree. I kind of thought like it was just so crazy and out there.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, he's blowing
such a
O's, he's
douche.
blowing AEIOUs. Like, that's
Also,
crazy.
the worst guy you meet in every bar. It's
Yeah.
like blowing O's into your face.
Into your face, into
Like,
Alice's face.
"What's your name, baby?"
Yeah, Austin
Yeah.
literally was like, Alice is contact high now. Like
100% she is. And she's 8 years old.
Yeah.
She is like,
rolling. No
Yeah.
wonder the rest of the shit in
What,
the story happened.
you've never rolled before? God, it makes sense in every single movie.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Precisely.
Yeah. This was also the part in which Austin says, Alice hasn't once questioned where she is, where she's going. She's just after this rabbit. And then he says, and the rabbit doesn't even like her.
Yeah, the rabbit doesn't want anything to do with her.
Like, come on, Alice.
Like, sweetie, know when you're not wanted.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, her eating the mushroom, I always Like, it's one of those things you see in a movie or like a cartoon where you're like, oh, that looks so good.
Yeah.
Like, you know how like the Krabby Patty, you always want to taste a Krabby Patty?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's like everything that she eats in this movie, I'm just like, oh, I want that so bad.
I know. I feel that way about like the cookies and stuff, but for me, it's rarely going to feel that way about a mushroom. But it did. I wanted to sit on those mushrooms for sure. For sure. The other thing I have about this, which is funny, is that I have the next run-in she has is the mushroom thing and the bird who thinks she's a serpent. Serpent! And I just have pass. It's just
honestly, though,
eats a mushroom, pass.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, though, like, she did completely, like, unhome mother.
Yeah.
Is that the right way to say it? Unhome?
Yeah, I think.
De-home.
Yeah, unhome.
Displace.
Yes.
She just... Alice is a colonizer, first of all.
No, facts.
She displaced an entire family. This poor mother, like, she's tired. She says, I spend all my time laying eggs just for a serpent.
Yes.
So it's just like, bitch, you know?
She asks Alice, and I'm guessing you eat eggs.
Well,
Alice is like,
yes.
yeah.
Of course I eat eggs. I knew it. Serpent. So anyways, that's all we have to say about that bitch.
Yep. Next, I have Cat.
Cheshire Cat. Do you have any thoughts? He's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, and I've seen images of him in the book, even flippin' creepier.
Even creepier.
Like, I think they had to make him like the fun pink and purple to be like not as creepy. I thought like because of how like people just like fucking literally what is that?
People are like bricked up for this cat.
Yes, I was trying to think. I was literally going to say something like actually, I don't know, a little crazy. Like,
people are jerking off to this cat.
Yes. Like, I'm like, literally, people fucking love the Cheshire Cat.
And like, why?
Why?
He's my least favorite character in the whole movie.
That's like what I said. I literally said, cool, I guess. He didn't wow me. Like, I was expecting, because of how much I knew people fucking ate down for this fucking cat, like, I was expecting the world, and I was served nothing.
Yeah.
He is, I guess, the one that does deliver the line where, like, we're all mad here.
What is the actual line?
Yeah, I did write it down somewhere. Let me see. Oh, okay. Because she's like worried, whatever. The cat is telling her like, oh, you can go see the March Hare, or you can go see this whatever. But he's mad, and then he's like, well, he's mad too. And then he says, most everyone is mad here.
Which is different than what all the girlies have tattooed.
Yeah.
We're all mad here.
And like, I also do love that and have the same thing.
Well, I mean,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, like if I didn't see like all the millennial shit on it, like then maybe.
Yeah. We're really hating on millennials here, even though we're
on the cusp.
We're on the cusp. We're cuspers.
We're cuspers, so we can make fun of both Gen Z and millennials.
I agree.
We're in the safe zone.
Yeah. And that's also why I think we have the feeling of being like, that's fucking cringy. Like, what the fuck? But then also like,
wanting it.
We're all fucking mad here.
Yeah. Being like, my next tat, call up my girl.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. So the cat gives us that line, which I think it's funny that it's different than what is like the famous version of the line.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if it was like I said for the last one, like if that was in the book that way, if it's in the second version or like the updated version, if they do say that now, like I don't know. But I was just like, that's literally not even the line. The fuck?
Yeah.
But.
And then we get to the tea party,
which
is iconic.
Yes.
Iconic.
Yes. This is again one where I'm going to say it's my fucking favorite. It's literally fucking perfect. Oh my God.
And especially because I think it's the most relatable to us.
Oh yeah.
Every time you see a new character in this thing, or at least for me, I was like, me. That's Abby. That's
Me.
Austin. That's Max. Like, you could do that for literally everyone.
Yeah.
But then they started playing this. They started playing the scene. The scene came on, and I was silent for a little bit. And I was like, oh
no.
No. Mad Hatter and the March Hare is me and Abby for real.
For real.
Yeah. Do you agree with... I texted you last night, and I was like, no, I think I'm Mad Hatter, you're March Hare. But what do you think? I I think I only said that because Mad Hatter does some crazy physical shit. You do that too. He's really into the physical comedy. I feel like Mad Hatter just says some stuff really confidently that's super wrong.
Yeah.
And I do that.
And that's, yeah.
But like March Hare is gonna boost that shit up.
Right.
And just like make it even worse.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I think it was tough. I wasn't necessarily thinking of like which one was which. I would have to definitely watch it again because I was just like, oh my God, yeah, them together, that's us.
Yeah.
They've never finished a thought in their entire life. They've added very little value. They've beat it around the bush.
Yeah, but they
They've
also
have never gotten to the point
They have vision.
that they have a vision.
They know exactly where they're going, and if you're not on their level, get lost.
But they're not going to take the way you think to get there.
They're creative.
They're
innovative.
Yes.
They love some tea.
They love some tea. They don't like sharing their tea though. And
Clean cup,
move
down.
And the one thing I really, really love about them is they love to celebrate. They love a party.
And who else loves a party?
But us.
But us. We will make any excuse to throw a party.
Yes.
Like an Unbirthday.
Yeah, and that's like literally the thing that I thought about it where it was like Alice walks in and is like, whose birthday is it? And they're like, this is not a birthday party. Like, this happy unbirthday to us. Like, oh, is it your unbirthday? And I'm flippin' pissed that no one has told me about this before. Because if anyone is going to be a fan of an unbirthday, it's gonna
you.
be me.
Yeah. And
It's gonna be me.
That's also so millennial that we just went straight for that. Yikes. Okay.
But yeah, like an unbirthday is absolutely something I can get behind. And happy unbirthday to me and happy unbirthday to you too.
And to you. And you. A merry, merry unbirthday to us.
Yeah.
Little Dormouse, are you going to sing your song?
Yeah, and on the 17th, which is the party, it will technically no longer be the day of my birthday.
It will be your unbirthday.
It will be my unbirthday. And if you think I'm not going to have a whole list and plethora of decorations regarding my unbirthday, and I'm not going to continually say that throughout the year because every single day should be celebrated, especially for me.
Precisely.
Yeah, and I can't believe no one told me about unbirthdays before.
Well, I didn't know you hadn't seen the movie, so.
Well,
Okay.
when you learned, you should have told me instantly.
Okay.
Would have watched it faster.
Oh,
But we wouldn't be here then.
Exactly. I mean, we could
Yeah, we could go on and on about them probably.
we could probably have a whole episode on the Tea Party.
One thing I will say is the White Rabbit comes back in, and
they ruin his day
he's
even more.
late, blah, 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 blah. Won't shut up about it. But the shit that they do to this fucking guy's clock, they're like putting jelly in it.
Yeah,
they're
and butter.
And
they're like hitting it with a mallet.
Yeah, hitting it. And then this was the one reason I was like, maybe I am the Mad Hatter is only because March Hare hands him mustard. And he's like, absolutely no mustard.
Oh my God, I forgot. So,
and I fucking hate mustard. And then that's why I was like, oh, maybe that's. But other than that, I think you're Mad Hatter.
An aside is that my eldest brother, he says some funny stuff all the time. He's just always messing around. And he always says mustard like the Mad Hatter says it.
Really?
And he says it so often that like I forgot what it was even from. So then when this scene happened, I sent it to him and I was like, oh my God, I forgot. And then he sent back a recording of him doing it.
Mustard?
That was perfect.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he always says, mustard!
Oh, no. No,
Mustard
but
on the beat.
That would work too, but mustard.
Oh, man. But yeah, that's just like, obviously the whole scene with them is just like utterly chaotic. And I just love it. Mm-hmm. I just love it.
Yeah.
And the clock, they say, is 2 days slow.
Yeah,
What the hell does that mean?
Bad clock.
Mad clock. Mad clock.
2 days slow. That's the problem. And it was an unbirthday present. So
I love that little white rabbit.
I know.
Oh.
That little fucker.
He's such a goof.
Alice eventually makes it to the castle. Palace.
But not before she goes by a bunch of birds. And the only reason I want to mention this is because the shovel bird, the bird cage bird, and the pencil bird are so little, so
And they're so cute. Oh, and I love the little the duckies.
Yeah.
The little horns. There's so many things we can dress up as.
I know. And this is the best one. So then she's walking on the path to the castle. And I wrote down, we need to strap a broom to Emmy's head. The dog with like the broom.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So then, yes, sorry. They head to the Queen's castle.
Where some cards are freaking the fuck out, and they're painting the roses red. Painting the roses red. Dun, 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 dun. Painting the roses red. And Alice starts helping them, but it's because that they planted the wrong roses.
Yes.
And now the queen is going to cut their heads off. And, like, I don't think they accurately depict how many people they're murdering.
Right.
They kill a lot of people.
Right.
And Kingy just wants, can she have a little trial? Just a little one. Just a little one. Which is pretty timely, I think, here in the United States. Due process is under attack.
And that's where we switch the topic of today's episode
To fascism.
Our favorite topic.
Strap in and strap on. We're talking about fascism. What do you think about the queen?
Oh, I thought you were going to say about fascism.
What do you think about
I was
strap-ons?
going to say, yeah. Oh.
That was my favorite thing at Momo's when you were like, Max, are you going to get some food? Because I'm strapped on and I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
I think you said I'm strapped on.
I'm strapped on. Yeah, I probably did.
And he was like, I was like, get out of the way.
Get the fuck out of my way.
She's strapped on.
I'm strapped on. Like I had my plate and my fork ready. I'm strapped on. Makes sense to me.
Thoughts on the queen?
Thoughts on the queen? Well, I am the queen, as we know. Laurel put me in this costume because I give queen energy, and I think that's right. It's the queen's way, my way, or the highway. It's just the queen's way. And she continually reinforces that. Yes, that's me. She's got her little king, who also has red hair. And she's really in charge of everything. So I don't know. That doesn't really remind me of anything in my life.
No.
Or anything like that. Where I'm the star. But maybe it reminds you of something.
Yeah, someone who in your life is like the queen of hearts.
Not me.
No.
Yes, she also has a fat ass, which is kind of like me too.
And she's thick as
She's
well.
thick. So like that's nice. And just like she's, always saying, off with your heads.
Off with your heads.
Dance, 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 dance till you're dead. And then I also just love her, like, well, one, she's like kind of a little B word to Alice. But she's like, turn your feet out, curtsy, say yes, your majesty. And I'm like, oh, yes. She's the queen.
Yeah.
She does agree to go. Of course, there's a trial. She does agree to okay, we'll do the spectacle. I'm for the spectacle. I kind of was like losing it a little bit at this point. And the last note I wrote for her was, well, she's now making her way home because the queen was chasing her out. So backhandedly, the queen was the one who did get her home.
Kinda.
So thanks to the queen. And that's a queen thing to say, that it's all her doing. But I'm the queen, so I can say that.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I also think that, however, it probably was the Mad Hatter and the Hare that really got her out because they were witnesses.
Yes.
And the little dormouse was there. Mm-hmm. And because Alice said cat and the dormouse freaked out, started some mayhem, she was able to make her get away. So we, not as these folks,
characters,
but as our true personas, Mad Hatter and the Hare, we saved Alice.
Yes.
You're welcome. Oh, and I guess like the dormouse did too. So thanks, Austin.
Thanks, Austin.
He's the dormouse.
Yeah, I mean that's literally it. Like I thought, okay, so then she is at the door again. Doorknob's being an asswipe,
Still locked,
and she's like, "Alice, wake up! Wake up! Alice, wake up!" And she wakes up, and her mom's the one saying that, and she wakes up from her dream. It was all a dream.
Classic.
Wasn't even real.
Nope.
Rude.
Yep.
And then it was just kind of like a, abrupt ending. Her mom says, "Alice, it's time for tea."
Yeah.
And they walk off into the little sun.
Yeah. And they live on this gorgeous estate. It looks like she's
so
very privileged.
Yeah.
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 And with her little cat, Dana.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. It's a lovely movie. I think it's really cute.
Yeah, me too.
And just wild.
Oh, yeah. One question I have, I understand, but I don't really, but what the heck was that dang rabbit late for?
I think the whole time he was trying to get to the castle. To the queen.
For?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I honestly...
Yeah, it was because... that's like he changed costumes into like one that matches that vibe. He obviously is then at the castle, but what was he late for?
I don't know. I always kind of got the vibe that he was like a messenger of sorts, a member of the cabinet maybe. He was just going to court.
Yes.
Maybe he was there for the croquet match. Oh, yes. We are also, this has inspired us to take up croquet as well. Yeah, I don't know. I figured he was perhaps up at the top echelons of the government somehow.
It makes sense to me.
So I'm really excited for us to throw this party. Right, Austin?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We have I'll have a lot of time to prep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm already, now that I've seen the movie, obviously just last night we watched it too. I have a list of ideas that I'll need to be executing and organizing on how we're going to divide and conquer. Because each room will have a theme. I'm thinking I've got ideas to fill the bathtub. So many things. Yeah. Carrots. Oh, Laurel to get a cane. I think you can get a cane for this one and it'll be okay.
A cane.
Dodo has a cane.
Big Dick Dodo.
Big Dick Dodo has a cane.
Oh my God.
So I think you should
I could have a cane.
get that. I know you've been wanting one.
I have been wanting one as a fashion statement.
Yeah.
But he doesn't wear a hat, does he? And I need to wear a hat. That's also important to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's think about it. We're going to have costume changes.
Okay, you're so right.
But it would be unfortunate if you didn't do a hat in both options. So
we'll figure it out. We'll need to go back to the drawing board. Well, yeah, I'm glad that we pivoted to Alice in Wonderland. I think it ended up being a more fun watch and discussion than we had thought it would be.
Yeah, I completely agree. When I originally mentioned the pivot to Laurel, and I was like, yeah, and we can also talk about birthdays just generally, whatever. She's like, yes, that's a great idea, because I think with Alice in Wonderland, we probably won't have a lot to talk about. And I just remember then me, her, and Austin looking at each other are you sure? We're 60 minutes in. We'll have enough to talk about, but we of course have to talk about our parties too, because we flip and love a themed party.
We live for a
Clearly.
theme party, and you best believe. I mean, you should know by now. If there is a theme party, we will be putting our whole a bit niche ussy into it. And if no one else is, then why did you even show up?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm really happy that my dad's kind of gotten the memo for that since he'll be coming to the party. He's like, so essentially it's kind of just like Halloween, right? And I was like,
100%.
yeah,
sure.
that's how you should think of it as. He's
Whatever
like, it's not
gets you
really a
there.
going away party. It's like a party, but then like Halloween. And I was like,
Exactly.
yes, exactly. And he said, my whole family will be dressing up. If it's a good theme is what they said.
Well, this is a perfect theme.
But here's the thing. I don't know that my family has seen this movie either.
Well, you know what? Maybe they should. They can use the Disney Plus as well.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Family account. But yeah, so this is a soon to be done themed party here of Alice in Wonderland, but we've also done so many fun things in the past and we're continuing to think of new ideas. We have a very long list actually. In fact, when some people say like, I can't think of a party theme. I can't think of a dinner theme.
oh
like
my gosh.
what?
No.
I've never had that. We have
too many
ideas
and not enough time.
Not enough budget.
Oh, yeah, funding too.
Yeah.
But yeah, just every single time we're like, oh, we need a party. We need to schedule out our quarterly parties.
Yes.
We have an entire list to choose from.
Yeah.
And we have some that are like swing themed. So
Yes.
it's like, okay, if we want to do an extra party in September, we will do this.
Yes, exactly.
But that could also go in October. Like we have a League of Their Own is an entire theme for a party. Why not?
Let's make it happen.
Yep.
Yeah. So maybe we'll share that list with you all.
No. Here's the thing. We'll share the list after we have those parties.
Okay, yeah.
Because
Gatekeep.
gatekeep 100% because one of these party themes, which I feel very passionate about,
Yeah.
was taken by someone else after we did ours.
Yep, I know just what we're speaking of. Anyways, no more info. But yeah, I completely agree. There is a little bit of gatekeeping that needs to happen for us. Sorry about that. But I have
Get creative,
I have
man.
seen a lot of people who like post about like costume ideas, party ideas and stuff.
Why
Their
aren't we
videos
on? Why don't we do that?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Okay.
our videos could
Yeah.
be viewed and go viral because others have, and we got actually fucking good ideas and do costumes every single week. And none of you bitches can think of one Halloween costume.
Man, it's tough out there. Like we put in a lot of effort here, and you guys aren't showing out for us.
No. So when Halloween comes up, if you're not viewing all of our fucking costume ideas, or when the next party comes up and you're not looking at our TikTok for our potential list of some of the parties in which we've already done, bye.
Bye.
So let's run through those said theme parties that we've done.
Yeah. These are just some, by the way.
This is literally, we started just thinking of this year. Started off with a bang for New Year's Eve. We hosted, it was like a Spotify wrapped, Apple Music wrapped year, and you're wrapped. It was wrapped. And you dressed up as your favorite artist.
Mm-hmm.
So like either your top artist, your top album, a song, what have you. What did you dress as?
I was Chapel Roan, but specifically Gov Ball Chapel Roan.
Yes.
Insert picture here.
Yep.
That was my favorite of her outfits. Yeah.
And that actually really kicked the year off strong because
It did.
that was the first time we've painted ourselves green, and it's has happened again, and it will be happening once more, at least once more.
Who are you?
I, of course, had to have a costume change. You'll see that theme. I think he actually left before I changed to my casual outfit.
It's true.
My first one? Oh, I was Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
She
Remember?
wasn't even in my top 5.
She wasn't?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think I just like
we knew it would be
really
a cute,
wanted to dress like that. Yeah,
It would be a cute
and like,
costume. And
have you ever seen this one? I just wanted to do
check
that.
out that TikTok because it's hilarious.
Yes, it really is.
It's incredible.
And yeah, then I changed into Noah Khan vibe for the end of the evening.
Yeah. Who else did we have? Austin was
Childish
Gambino.
We had
No need for a picture there. I'm sure you can picture it. No one else really dressed up. Our friend Momo, who you've met, he was Mary J. Blige.
Yes, I was going to say he's Mary J. Blige. That's when he figured out who she was.
One of our friends was Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, yeah, that was Carly. I thought you were talking about Quinn. I was like, no. Quinn was Hosier.
Yeah, she was Hosier, yeah.
Nick
was Luke Combs.
Oh, Luke Combs. Yep. And gosh, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Anyways.
again, we really take the theme seriously.
Yes. We're just always having cute little themed dinners, like cafe themed. Our pasta night, where Chef Austin taught us how to make pasta. That was a fun one this year too. But I think where we really shine, as I'm sure we've like hinted at, is our birthdays. In the past, this last birthday for you, right? Yes, was Mamma Mia.
We did Mamma Mia.
That was so
awesome.
fun.
There were multiple costume changes.
I think you did 3. Yeah,
Yeah. I was Donna.
of course.
And you were, what's her name? The one with the short hair?
Yeah, what is her name?
I love her.
yeah, what is?
I can't remember.
I don't know it either.
Yeah,
But
that
I
was
was
fun.
her.
That
Yeah.
was great. What else did we do? Oh, your birthday. One of the most, not one of, the most iconic birthday parties. Was
Yeah.
it ridiculous? Absolutely. And I loved it.
Yeah, it was so good. I fucking had the time of my life. There was literally 5 people there, and Laurel and I performed 17 numbers.
I was only part of one of those.
Oh, I couldn't have done the rest of them all by myself.
Oh,
really.
yeah, you did. Like, look, this was your night.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen so much joy, and it brought me so much joy. Like, it was when you, okay, so this was a Chapel Rome themed party.
Yes,
The entire thing
yes.
was Chapel.
Yeah, I
And
was Chapel.
You had, was it 3 or 4 costume changes?
I believe 4.
Okay. It was incredible. Like, when I think your final number was Pink Pony Club, wasn't it?
Yes, because I brought the horse. Yeah.
Yes. And watching you perform, it was just us 2 and then like 3 men. Yeah. And they're all kind of checked out. But I'm looking at you
absolutely.
like, because I'm like crying. Because I'm like, she's living out her dream.
She's living her dream.
And you're up there with a horse on a stick. And you're just galloping around. And I'm like about to start crying. That was beautiful.
We've got a lot of pictures, so
We might need to do a whole mini-sode on that one because there's a
inserting
lot
those
to-
here.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part from that night too, because again, like literally, I bet if I ask, like that's probably everyone's like least favorite party besides the
It was
2 of
my
ours,
favorite.
because like
We had nothing for anyone
nothing
but
was
us.
there.
Yeah.
For anyone but us. Like it was like, oh, you're not doing anything but watching us perform.
Yeah.
So I'm on my last costume change of the night, right? Laurel's helping me, Carly's helping me. We're in and out of the dressing room. My room is a fucking mess. It looks like there's glitter, bedazzled fringe everywhere.
This is the end of the night. We're
End of the night.
exhausted. We have been
one more
running
number,
shows.
One more number. We're the
but
final
we're
number.
loopy, so we're up there for maybe like 30 minutes trying to get her into a different costume. She is peeing her pants laughing. We're all peeing our pants.
Yes. With Chapel, I don't know how you do it, girl.
You must have a team of many.
Many. Yeah. So we're finally there. We're nearly there into the last outfit. And Austin comes upstairs. He said, Abby, we've got to go. You got to go. You're losing them.
Morale is low downstairs.
And I'm pretty sure I have it on video. I'm
You do.
pretty
You
sure
do.
that we were recording during that.
First, Abby. Okay. Here, should I put my sunglasses on?
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
You gotta hurry up, or you're losing them.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Just cue the music up.
Morale's low down there.
Morale's low. Okay. Here's what we're play. What's the song? Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. Do you hear me?
Now?
Yep, she's ready.
Yep.
Oh, wait, let me.
And then we'll take shots after.
What? You're fucking insane.
Get a shot ready.
I'm going to bed.
Hand it back.
Torque.
Torque. Upstairs, and then he was like, "You're losing them.
You're losing them down there.
And
And then
it
because
was
no
just
problem, 3 more numbers. And we said, Austin says
Don't worry,
no.
I'll get the crowd hyped again.
Yep, don't worry. We have the biggest number coming up and then like 2 more to put him to bed. And I was like, don't worry about it, Austin. We will rein her in. So we only did one more number. We only did one more number. And that was when you did Pink Pony Club and it was amazing.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, that was a really good one.
That was an amazing night.
Another one that was really fun for your birthday was Murder Mystery.
Murder Mystery was so fun.
Because again, like all of our friends then got into character and
they actually got
costumings.
into
yeah,
it.
Yeah, like everyone did.
Yeah,
It was
even
very
the people
fun.
that like showed up not really in costume, they like took over
Still-
with the voices.
Yes, the voice, yeah. Or they had just like a little tiny thing. Like the
Nick.
butler had
My God.
He like, I think he was just in regular
He was in
attire.
regular clothes,
but he
and then
had
he
a towel like over his arm. Just like the littlest
He
things
walked-
that were like,
yeah, it was
I'm
fucking
gonna
hilarious.
like, try whatever. Like
he walked in and we were like, "Oh, you didn't even try." And he was like, "What do you mean?"
yeah,
and then
like,
he pulls
here it is. Like, and like Austin doesn't always dress up too, but he was like the rock star or whatever. So you know, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit extra to my little outfit and whatnot. And yeah, it just everyone really showed out with the accents.
It was so fun.
You know, Corey did have a cane, so we have a cane that we can find.
That's Chris's cane.
Oh, yep.
Is it? It's in use.
Yeah, I think it
That's
is
the
an
person who
in-
actually
I think it is an
uses the
I
cane,
think actually
needs
take
the
that back. It
cane.
is
Well,
an
yes,
in-use
that's like
cane.
a medical cane. I want more of like a fashion cane.
Oh,
You know.
understood.
There's a difference there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Egg drop.
Oh, this was such a good one on
That
your
was
behalf.
a good one. Yeah, our housewarming party last year, our theme was egg drop. So if you know, you know, in elementary school, science project, common for some, including me, was to have an egg drop. You create a vessel for an egg and you drop it off of a high elevated platform, surface, whatever. And so we did that with our friends and it was so fun.
So fun.
And just seeing the range of like how people got into it
Yeah.
and the vessels they built, it was amazing.
Yeah,
And
that was.
we'll have another one this summer.
Yeah, and just like everything was yellow and like
Everything was egg. I made a
everything
lot
was
of egg
eggs.
dishes.
Yeah,
Yes.
everything was egg.
Actually, you know
based.
what? We probably can't even afford egg drop this year.
With these prices.
Yeah, please.
Fuck.
Please.
Fuck. Yeah.
That was great though.
Yeah, we'll
Ooh.
see. I'll probably save you money because
You won't
mine
be there?
egg. Oh,
Oh.
not that, but my egg actually never broke.
That's
if
true. You
anyone
did
remembers.
win. You did win.
I think technically, Austin's giving me a look. Yes, we did tie. We got to the very end, and both of our vessels were the remaining vessels. People were trying to kind of change the rules on me, but Max, he had my back, and he said, "No, you spent the time to make this killer vessel. It remains intact, girl." And I said, "Yes,
both of
thank
ours.
you."
No, Max went ahead and said,
No.
Abby, your vessel slays boots.
Yeah,
Down.
he said that to me.
We had to slam them on the ground.
Correct.
Remember? To
Correct.
do the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
Who won the tiebreaker?
That's when
we.
mine broke.
Yep.
But you're acting like mine didn't survive the whole time, the whole drops.
Yeah, and then the tiebreaker, yours broke.
Right.
And before the tiebreaker, the crowd was saying,
The crowd. The other three people in
crowd was
attendance.
saying, no, there was a lot of people at that party, Laurel. You had a great attendance.
I think at that point some had left.
Yeah, maybe. They said the 7th round of the egg drop. We're sick of this shit.
They said, I didn't think this was what this party was going to be. I thought this was a housewarming. And we're in my backyard. Max is on top of like a 10-foot ladder throwing
them
egg
down.
vessels down.
We are throwing then the egg vessels up. He is smacking them down
Yeah,
with
because they
pieces
wouldn't
of
break.
wood. Yeah.
This year we're going to create like, I think a nail bed or something. Like something treacherous for them to fall on.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Austin and I did have to go like a fight to the death, throwing each other's to the ground.
Yeah.
But no, the crowd seriously tried to get me to compromise my reservoir, and I wasn't going to do it.
I don't remember that.
The crowd was
The crowd was chanting.
so mine was so
Give her a handicap.
yeah, mine was so good, and like it was multi-layered that they were trying to get me to remove one of the layers.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because it was a dual. No, they literally were. And Max said, no, this is her contraption. She
Yeah.
keeps it as is.
Love that.
Just because you didn't do a double layer, double boundary, double wrapped, doesn't mean she can't.
exactly.
So thank you for that.
Ally.
Another one of like our fun sort of things was Austin and I fucking move all the time.
Yeah.
Shocker. So when we moved last, we got kicked out of our landlords are moving back in. And it was only a mile away from our now current house. So we did, and it was on the day of the Olympic opening ceremonies. So we did, again, I'll insert the clip here, the Olympic opening ceremonies and lit a fire in the backyard.
Yeah, some plastic caught on
Some
fire.
plastic
so
caught on
like
fire,
probably
yeah.
not good for the environment
No.
or our respiratory system.
But good for morale. And America.
That was a really fun bar crawl.
And the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we started at our old house and then we went to a handful of different bars and made our way towards like our new house or whatever. We had foot races.
We were all dressed as Olympians from different sports. So
What were you?
I was a break dancer.
Of course.
And this was before the Olympics started.
Yes.
So like we didn't even know about ray gun yet.
Yeah. Hadn't made her debut. And then I was...
Is her name Ray Gun?
I think that's what it is.
Something gun.
Yeah, something gun. I was a swimmer. I don't know that I was I Katie Ledecky specifically?
I think you were.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, foot races. We went to a bar that was like a soccer bar, pub. Whatever.
Oh, that's
They had
where you made hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, we met those weird people too with the dogs.
yeah. And like everyone was very curious on what the fuck we were doing because we were all like dressed up. We all were like, I had a rules sheet paper, like a sheet of
And you were
paper
wearing a
with the
swim cap,
rules. I was
yeah.
wearing a swim cap and goggles, and I'm like shouting at my friends, like, if you do this, it's worth 7 points. And they're like, is this points? Like all the boys got super.
That's the
Max
thing.
got super fucking competitive.
By the time
about
we were
it.
at the pub, I was done with the game. I just wanted to like have fun.
Yeah.
I don't I'm not a very competitive person. I'm just there to have a good time. I'm already up there trying to see what we can cook on this, I guess, community grill. And Max is downstairs and he's like, all right, Abby, so if I take this shot and if I take one for Laurel because I don't think she wants one, how many points is that? And he gets so into it.
But it worked out for him because he won.
He did win.
He won.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot what his name was because we
insert,
each had.
he was a
insert the
tennis
picture.
player.
Yeah, but because we each had like made up names too.
Austin also medaled.
Yes, second or were you third? I forget.
I think Nick was third.
Third, yeah. So yeah, it was.
We have a lot of fun.
We do. And there's obviously so many more parties we've thrown and are yet to come. And every day on this podcast is a party.
Exactly.
That's what I was going to say.
So we encourage you to celebrate every day.
Your
as if it
unbirthday.
were your unbirthday. Because it probably is.
Yeah. And we encourage you to watch and listen to our podcast as you just did.
You can get a lot of good ideas for themes.
Yes.
For costumes.
Yep. Check out our social media. While you're there, follow, like, comment,
Subscribe.
Create
a parasocial relationship with us.
I would love that.
We want fans.
Yep. Do we? Speaking of fans,
We have a fan of the week this week. Shout out.
we do. Connor L. I've never said Connor L before.
I know that sounded really
That's not right.
unnatural.
That's literally not right. Kana is
Kana.
who it is.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you do know who you are. Just wanted to say that we appreciate you and you always listening and also viewing our videos.
Yeah.
He sent me pictures before of them on his big screen TV, catching up and watching the show.
Yeah, make an event of it. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
You're cleaning the house. You're doing whatever. Throw up a bit niche. Throw us up.
Throw it up.
Throw up a bit
throw
niche.
it up.
Come on.
Throw it up,
It's
throw it
Cabbages and King Summer. Throw it up.
Yep. So yeah, thank you. Thank you to everyone who has supported us thus far. Continue to do so. Ring that notification bell. Ring that
Like,
bell.
comment, subscribe. Ring that
you
bell.
know what you're supposed to like do and all of that shit.
Yeah, you know what to do. So again, I'm Laurel.
And I'm Abby.
And this has been
A Bit Niche.
It's a bit niche.
What are you doing?
I'm putting the peace sign on you.
Oh.
Bunny ears.
Bye.
Bye.
Is that good or more?
More.